Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How are you today? We meet again on the second video of English grade 8 for SMPIT Darumutakin. I hope all of you are in good condition, healthy and happy. Before we start our lesson, let's recite Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, today we will learn how to ask for information and how to do something and giving instruction. In this video, I will give you some instruction on how to do hand wash. Okay, this is the step by step of how to use hand wash. First, turn the palm to open. Then, wet your hand and palm twice into your hands. The third, rub your hands together for at least 20 minutes. 4. Do not forget to rub the nails and the fingers. The fifth, rinse your hand thoroughly with water. And finally, dry your hand with your clean clothes. You can see the step by step on how to use hand wash. Usually, on the step-by-step on how to do something, we can use the word first, second, third, or then, and after that, and finally. Okay? So, when you giving instruction or tell someone to do something, you can use step-by-step, first, second, third, until the final step, or you can use first and then after that and finally. Okay, for example, this is the instruction on how to perform ablution. The first one, we make niyyah or intention to perform ablution. The second, wash your hand. Then take water into your mouth. After that, inhale water into your nose. Then wash your face. The sixth step is you wash your lower hand. You wash your lower arm from wrist to elbow and no part dry. Then clean your head. After that, you have to wipe your ears inside and out. The sixth, wash each of your feet up to your ankle. And finally, raise your hand and recite the prayer. This is the instruction how to do ablution. You can see the step by step of how to perform ablution. I use first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. Or you can use first and then after that, and for the last step you can use finally. There are expressions when you ask for information about how to do something, you can use how do you do this? Okay? When you ask information about how to do something, you can use the expression how to do this. If you want to know how do you use hand wash? How do you use hand wash? Okay? And then if you want to give instruction, you can use, this is the example of how to give instruction. First, turn the palm to open. Then, wet your hand and palm twice into your hands. Okay? Like the first one when I give you instruction. And for asking for and giving permission. This is the way you want, if you want to ask or giving permission. Okay, the next lesson is about invitation and greeting card. You know that if we want to invite someone, we will use invitation letter. In this lesson, we will know how to invite someone and how to accept and declining an invitation. And we will also learn how to understanding an invitation by answering the WH question. Okay, this is the expression we use to invite someone. Would you like to? Would you like to go fishing with me? Do you want to join us too? Do you want to join us at her birthday party? Do you want to go to? Do you want to go to the bookstore? Do you want to come to? Do you want to come to our house? That is the expression, some of the expression we can use to invite someone. Okay, this is the expression to respond the invitation. There are two kinds of response for an invitation. The first one, the positive response, is accepting the invitation. And the negative response is to declining. To declining means to refusing the invitation. If we want to accepting the invitation, we can use, yes, I would like to go fishing with you. But if we want to decline, refusing the invitation, we can say, I'm sorry, I have an English test tomorrow, so I'm preparing for it. Okay, the second invitation, do you want to join us at her birthday party? If you want to give the positive response, you can use, of course, I want to join you at her birthday party. But if you want to give negative response or declining or refusing the invitation, you can say, I'm afraid I have to stay at home that night. So if you want to decline the invitation, it's polite if you can give the reason why you decline the invitation. Okay, how about the third invitation? Do you want to go to the bookstore? How should we respond? If you want to respond positive response or you accepting the invitation, you can say, yes, I do. I would love to go to the bookstore. I love books. Or if you want to give negative response or declining and refusing the invitation, you can say, I would like to go, but I have to finish my homework. Remember, if you want to decline an invitation, you have to give the reason why you decline the invitation. And how about the last one? The last invitation, do you want to come to our house? If you want to respond positively or accepting the invitation, you can say, sure, I do. I want to come to your house sometime. Yes, I do. I want to come to your house sometime. Or if you want to decline, you can say, I love to come to your house, but sometime later. It means that you cannot come to his or her house tonight. Okay, general structure for an invitation letter. You have to know for an invitation letter, there are a general structure. First one is, there should be a receiver. Okay, there should be a receiver, meaning the person that should receive the invitation. The second one is the body of the invitation. The body of the invitation containing subject or the name of the event, and the second is the day or the date of the event, and the third is the time of the event, and the fourth is place or location of the event. And the last general structure is sender. Sender means who sent the letter, who sent the invitation. Okay, and you have to know that invitation letter purpose is to invite someone to attend or to come to an event. Okay, this is the example of an invitation letter. Hi juniors, the Independence Day is coming. We are having art festival and food bazaar, commemorating our country anniversary next week. Please come and join us. You can enjoy the art and have delicious food. It will be held for 1 week on 11 to 17 August, starting from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. All are welcome. Thank you. Student Sonsel. From this invitation letter, you can see that the receiver is junior student. The name of the event is Art Festival and Food Bazaar. How about the day and the date? The day, in this invitation, they did not mention about the day, but mention about the date, which is 11 to 17 August. How about the time of the event? The invitation mentioned that the time of the event is 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And what about the place or location of the event? The place of the location of the event is at the school. Okay, because the invitation letter was made by the student council, so we understand that the place of the event is located at school. Okay, how about understanding an invitation letter by answering this WH question? You can see, you can hear the invitation letter I just said. Okay, can you answer this question? What is the name of the event? Okay, the first question is, what is the name of the event? Can you find what is the name of the event from the invitation letter? Okay, the second is, when will the event be held? When will the event be held? Yeah, I just mentioned on the invitation letter when will the event will be held, and how long it will be held. How long it will be held. The fourth one is, who are allowed to join the event. The fifth, why the event be held. The sixth, what time it will be held. Okay, the seventh question is, who is the sender of the invitation letter? Please try to answer this question by listening to the invitation letter I just mentioned. And you can try to make another question and try to find the answer on the invitation letter. Okay? I hope you understand about the invitation letter. Next, I want to explain about the descriptive text. Previously in the class, we already learned how to make a descriptive text about animal to describe the fact of the animal. But today, we will learn how to make a descriptive text about place, especially a tourism destination. But we have to remember the language feature of descriptive text is the descriptive text mentions a specific or particular object. Then, in the text using simple present tense. Why using simple present tense? Because the text to tell the facts of the object. In the descriptive text, we want to tell the fact of the object. And the third one, we use adjective or classifier in the nominal group. And the fifth, we use action verb. The general structure of descriptive text is the first one, identification, usually mentioned on the first paragraph, contain the introduction of the object to be described. And the second one is description. It contains the description of the object in the part, qualities, and or characteristic of the object. Yeah. This identification usually placed on the first paragraph, containing the introduction on the object to be described. And the second is description, containing a description of the object in part, qualities, and characteristic of the object. Okay, this is the example of a descriptive text about a place, especially tourism destination. Lombok Island. Lombok Island is an island in the West Nusa Tenggara Province, Indonesia. It's surrounded by a number of smaller islands locally called gili. Tourism is an important source of income, just like the neighbor island Bali. The highly popular Gili Island, lying immediately offshore, and can be accessed by boat. The Gili Islands provide both backpacker retreat and a high-class resort destination. The Gili Island is famous for abundance of marine life and attractive coral formation you can see while scuba diving. Other tourist destination is Kuta Beach, distinctly different from Kuta Bali, which is famous for its largely deserted white sand beaches. Lombok also famous with the delicious cuisines such as pelecing kangkung and ayam taliwang. There is also handmade clothes called songket from Sukarara area. I can say that Lombok Island is a wonderful place for visitors to come, and Lombok people are very friendly as well. Okay, after you heard about this Lombok Island descriptive text, you can see that on the first paragraph, there is an introduction, which we call identification. The introduction mentions the name of the island, the location of the island, and what is important for the island. The other paragraph is the body of the text, which is description. And also in this text, you can see that there is adjective such as popular, famous, wonderful, delicious, friendly. Okay, in this text also you can see that there is active verb such as provide, see, and diving. Okay, this is the example of the descriptive text. Please try to answer this WH question. The first question is, where is the location of the Lombok Island? Can you answer the question? Where is the location of the Lombok Island? You can see that the answer is placed on the first paragraph. Okay? And the second question is, why is Gili Island at Lombok so famous? Why is Gili Island at Lombok so famous? Can you answer the question? Yes, the answer is on the second paragraph. The Gili Island is famous for abundance of marine life and attractive coral formation. How about the third question? What are other tourism destinations at Lombok Island? Can you answer the question? What are the other tourism destinations at Lombok Island? Yes, correct. It's still at the second paragraph. The other tourist destination at Lombok Island is Kuta Beach, which is distinctly different from Kuta Bali. The fourth question is, what is the famous cuisine of Lombok Island? Can you answer what is the famous cuisine of Lombok Island? Can you find the answer? Where is the answer for this fourth question? The answer for the fourth question is on the third paragraph. Yes, correct. The famous cuisine from Lombok Island is pelecing kangkung and ayam taliwang, which is placed at the third paragraph. Okay, how about this fifth question? What is the writer's opinion about Lombok Island? What is the writer's opinion about Lombok Island? Can you answer the question? Do you know where is the answer on the text? Yes, correct. The answer is at the last paragraph. The last paragraph says that I can say that Lombok is a wonderful place for visitors to come. From this sentence, we know that the visitors very like Lombok Island and suggest others to come to Lombok. Please make more WH question by yourself and try to find out more answer on the text. Okay? And the next lesson is about appreciation of a song and paraphrasing the song lyric. There are so many songs about youth and teenagers these days. Among those songs, I'm sure there are songs that inspire you for daily activities. Previously on the class, I have this up and beat and nice song with the title Count on Me, sang by Bruno Mars. I think all of you already heard about this song. You can try to find out this song also on the YouTube. Have you heard about the song? Can you sing the song? Is there any lyric on that song that inspire you? Do you like the song? The next lesson is telling habit and routine with frequency. You must be remember that we learn about how to tell habits and routine with frequency. Okay, this is the example of the sentence to ask about habit and routine. Do you ever do yoga? What do you do to keep fit? What do you usually do after class? That is the example of the sentence that asking about habit and routine. To ask about the frequency of someone's activity, you can ask, how often do you do yoga? How often do you swim? To tell about habit and routine, we can use this sentence. I play golf once a week. I play golf once a week. I swim every day. I do yoga twice a week. I always go to school by bus. I usually go jogging on Sunday. I often watch news on TV. Sometimes I go to school on foot. I seldom do exercise. I never walk alone. I hardly talk to him. This is the sentence to tell about habits and routine. To tell about habit and routine, we use adverb of frequency, such as always, which is 100%. If you use adverb of frequency always, that means 100% you will do that activity without any pause. Every time, every day, no pause. If you say always, okay? Always means 100%. And the other adverb of frequency is usually. Usually means about 90%. But sometimes you don't do the activity, but mostly you do the activity. How about generally? Generally, it's about 80%. You still do the activity, but there is possibility that you don't do the activity. And how about often? Okay, the next is often. Often is about 70%, meaning that if you use often, that means you do the activity, but you don't do the activity increase. I mean, if you use often, you still do the activity, but you don't do in occasionally. Yeah. And the fifth is sometime. Sometime is 50%. So if you use sometime, like this one, sometime I go for a walk. Sometime means 50%. Possibility is 50%. You do the activity, but sometimes you don't do the activity. It's 50%. Okay. How about occasionally? Occasionally has less possibility than sometimes. I occasionally watch TV, meaning that you only watch TV in some occasion, not every day, not sometime, but only on an occasion. And the next is seldom or rarely. Seldom or rarely only have 10% possibility. It means that the activity is only do very limited time. Okay, the example is I rarely visit my uncle. The next is hardly. Hardly only have 5% frequency. The example is I hardly talk to him. And the last is the opposite of always. The opposite of always is never. Never means zero frequency. Zero frequency means that the activity never been done. It's like this one. I never see him before. Okay? I will repeat once again. Always have 100 frequency. Usually only have 90% frequency. Generally only have 80% frequency, and often only have 70% frequency. And then sometimes only have 50% frequency. Occasionally only have 30% frequency. Seldom or rarely only have 10% frequency. Hardly only have 5% frequency, and never mean zero frequency. Okay, that is about telling habit and routine with frequency. The next lesson is degree of comparison. We use comparative and superlative adjective. When we make a comparison between two persons or things, we use comparative and superlative adjective. Comparative adjectives are used to compare differences between two objects. They are used in sentences where two nouns are compared. For example, my house is bigger than hers. This bag is smaller than that bag. That building is higher than this building. I am older than my sister. She is more beautiful than her mother. How about superlative adjective? Superlative adjectives are used to describe an object which is at the upper or lower limit of qualities. They are used in sentences where a subject is compared to a group of objects. For example, my house is the largest one in this neighborhood. This bag is the most expensive bag at that store. That building is the highest one in this area. I am the oldest among my siblings. She is the most beautiful girl in her family. Okay. If you want to make a comparative and superlative form, you have to understand there is a regular and irregular comparative superlative form. The regular comparative and superlative form can be made like this one. For one syllable word like clean, bright, the comparative is cleaner, brighter. Superlative form is cleanest and brightest. How about this two syllable? Like handsome, pleasant, and beautiful. More handsome, more pleasant, or more beautiful. The superlative form is most handsome, most pleasant, and most beautiful. How about the two syllable with Y at the end of the word? Like lazy, easy, busy, pretty. The comparative form is lazier, easier, prettier, and busier. And the superlative form is laziest, easiest, prettiest, and busiest. If there is two or more syllables like comfortable, important, generous, we can use more. More comfortable, more important, more generous. And the superlative form is most comfortable, most important, most generous. Don't forget to use then. If you want to make a comparative form in the sentence, use then after the word. Such as, this house is cleaner than that house. Okay? And you want to make the superlative form, don't forget the word the. This house is the cleanest one in this area. Okay, the last one I want to explain is about the regular, comparative, and superlative form. The irregular, comparative, and superlative form. You have to remember this irregular and comparative and superlative form because the changing of the comparative form and the superlative form is not usual. Like this one. The adjective is good. Comparative form is better. Superlative form is best. Bad. The adjective is bad. The comparative form is worse. And the superlative form is worse. And how about all? All, older, oldest. Little, less, least. Okay? Late, later, latest. That is the example of irregular, comparative, and superlative form. Okay, students, I hope you are not tired watching this video. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope you understand the video. If you don't understand the video, please try to rewatch this video again and again. And I hope you can understand what I had explained. Thank you very much and have a good day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.